Good morning, students. It is class 11 English. Lesson from a snapshot. It is the fourth video about the lesson Albert Einstein at school, composed by Patrick Pringle. I have told you how he just contradicted the history teacher. I told you how Albert Einstein did not like the school where he believed what is education, how the education affects the mind of a student, but teacher had another point of view. How Yuri just helped him to get that very nervous breakdown, but that very doctor did understand. How Elsa encouraged him to continue at school, but he did not get any point. Then Mr. Coach, the mathematics teacher, who just wanted to recommend him to go out of this school, who had understood about his talent, the indication that he gave he could not understand. But now he was getting an opportunity to go out to the world. The headmaster also suggested him to go and wished him a better future. So here you have learned these things in the previous videos, and these things just tell us that what is education that everyone should try to understand. Education does not tell us to just write something by heart, but to express something. Teachers should not be suppressive in nature, rather they should invent the ideas that the child could understand. Child should also have the power of innovation by themselves. Here the young child, Albert Einstein, could not understand when he got the expulsion from the school. The head teacher was not trying to mix any word, but actually there was something in his mind that would tell him, because it is the monopoly of the teacher who does not like that a student or child should disobey a teacher, and that is considered as one of the biggest disobedience. And so the head teacher told him. What did he tell? It is very quotable. The simplest thing will be for you to go of your own accord, and the question would not arise. He did not like to mix words. He wanted him to go. But the question that the things that came from the head teacher did not satisfy his mind. He was reluctant. He did not have committed any crime, that he said. Then what he said? Your presence in the classroom makes it impossible for the teacher to teach and for the other pupils to learn. You refuse to learn. You are in constant rebellion, and no serious work can be done while you are there. The head teacher knew every proceedings. He knew that this child has such inquisitivity, such eagerness, curiosity, that he wants to know much and more, while his teachers are unable to reply to his questions. He also knew that those who are mediocre, those who are ordinary students, those students would suffer the common learning that the teacher imparts them. That's why he asked him that he was in constant rebellion and no serious work could be done in the class while Einstein was in the classroom. It was the reason that you should know. Albert felt the medical certificate almost burning a hole in his pocket. He realized, oh, what is this? Why it is? He was going to leave anyway, he said to himself. He knew that finally he had to leave this school. Then they were in agreement. At least Einstein, the head said. For a moment, Albert was tempted to tell the man what he thought of him and of his school. Yes, he had some rebellious ideas. He became very angry with this and he wanted to tell him something, but he did not. For a moment, Albert was tempted. Then he stopped himself. He did not speak. Without another word, holding his head high, he stalked out, he walked away. The head teacher said, shut the door after he goes. Albert also ignored this. He was so angry that he lastly disobeyed the head teacher too. He walked straight on out of the school where he had spent 5 miserable years. Sad years where his answers were not met, questions were not answered. Without turning his head to give it a last look, he even did not like to look back. He could not think of anyone. He wanted to say goodbye to, but he did not. Indeed, Yuri was almost the only person in Munich he felt like seeing before he left the town. He left the town. He had come to hate almost as much as the school. Elsa was back in Berlin, his cousin, and he had no other real friends. She also became married to Albert, and he had no other real friends. Goodbye and good luck, said Yuri when he left that very place. You are going to a wonderful country to make something new, to earn something new. I hope you will be happier there. Because he did not like that school and Yuri helped him. And that was the way that he could get. So here we have learned something. Here you will know how he died on 17th April 1955. Albert Einstein experienced internal bleeding caused by the rupture of an abdominal aortic aneurysm which had previously been reinforced surgically by Dr. Rudolf Nissen. In 1948, he took the draft of a speech he was preparing for a television appearance commemorating the state of Israel's 7th anniversary with him to the hospital, but he did not live long enough to complete it. Einstein refused surgery, saying, I want to go when I want. It is tasteless to prolong life artificially. He had done his share, and it is time to depart from this world. He will do it. I will do it elegantly, he said. He died in Princeton Hospital early the next morning at the age of 76. And in this way, you can know something more. Thank you, children. Thank you, all of you.